I was reading a book where somebody said the gift her husband gave her, the first gift her husband gave her was the ticket to a seminar. Okay? Valuable gifts. So invest in information and then go out for experience. Avenues to Wealth offers you a plethora of possible experiences. Leverage it. Don't be like that person who they gave $1 million and because she could not read it, she went to laminate it and put it in her living room. And she was dying of a disease that cost less than $10,000 to solve. And on the day she was going to die, somebody saw it and said, "Madam, what are you doing with this hair?" He said, "I value it so much, I have laminated it." Look at the person beside you. Say, "Don't laminate it." Tell the person beside you, "Cash it." Okay, so I'm going to go quickly to where we're coming from. We said, why do people need to be intelligent? Listen, avenues to wealth becomes easier to sell when you understand the end it can take people to. Are we together? Now, if I'm talking to somebody, reality is there are not many problems that unite us. Not many. One of the problems I've seen that unites us is that we live in a country and an environment where 99.9% of us are not free. We are not free. And you think, he's a senator, he collects 600 million naira per annum. You think he's free? He knows he's not free. The reason why he's stacking what he's stacking is because he doesn't even understand the intelligence to know that you can play it in a particular way that even when you leave the position, you don't need to worry anymore. But people don't understand it. It's not their goal. We said it's important because money it affects all of us. And, like Dr. Ifalo was saying some days back, he said he goes to the bank guy is forming. But when he asks him, "What's your plan to be free?" the person's true state becomes realized. Like, wait, I have suits. I have some money in the bank, but I'm not free. And if I continue this way, I will not be free. So we said it's important. And because we said it's important, we told ourselves the truth. That in a developed world, 1% become free. So if you're going to be free, you need to do something about it. Not so? And then we talked about paradigms that need to shift. Are we together? And we took these points one by one and broke it down in details. We say, before now you have been told A, B, C. Ladies and gentlemen, it is no longer so. It is now X, Y, Z that is real. And we broke them one by one. We talked about not what we need, not being security, but safety. And how the thinking process for both are different. We talked about what you need is what you call assets are not assets, including the house you're living in that is not fetching anything for you. We told you about that how much you earn is not important. It always, this truth is liberating. Because people feel intimidated just because they earn less. Look at the person beside you. Say, it doesn't matter what I earn. What matters is what is left. It doesn't matter whether you collect $1 million naira or you collect 100,000. What is the intelligence with which you are applying what comes into your hand? And we talked about different things. And the last place I have not shared, I said you cannot achieve without a map. What does that mean? It means before you can get to where you want to go, it is very important you understand where you are. And it is important to understand and say, today I am not free. But my destination is I want to be free. Once you understand where you are, the next process is mapping your way to where you want to be. Now, reality is, if you don't have a map that tells you these are the small steps I need to take until I get there, it's not going to happen. I gave you an audit to do some days back to analyze where you currently are. Are we together? And one of the questions I put there deliberately, I said, what's your net worth? It's not as if it's very important. What's more important is what can you take the next coming opportunity with? What do you have in your hands with which you can take the next opportunity? Now, reality is you need to create a map and say, this is where I am today. What must I do? If you leave these seminar rooms without clarity about what must I do, I have just excited you for nothing. Now, no, just get a job, get your salary increased, buy a house, buy a car, normal things we normally go for. They won't create freedom. Freedom starts from, I'm intelligent to know that I need to build a particular aspect of my balance sheet. I need to build it. And when I build